Hey folks, it's Dom here, and today I've done another one of those rarest cards and legends videos, but today it's with the action Vision of the 10th Eye, because this is probably a rarer card than Ancient Giant, as a lot of you guys commented about last time. I thought today I'd go over it. So, the Vision of the 10th Eye is a zero cost action card, which will put a random action into your hand, and has the description that there were no actions to fetch, so we gave you this. Which might sound very familiar, and the reason why it does sound so familiar is because it has a shared kind of extra brackets as the very famous card, Sweet Roll. And one thing that can be said for sure is that Vision of the 10th Eye is a much better card than Sweet Roll. Because, first of all, Vision of the 10th Eye is a zero cost card which will grab you a random action. This could be obviously really bad, but it could also grab you something really good. It's an extra card, usually isn't an issue most of the time. While Sweet Roll, on the other hand, pretty much will allow your opponent to heal one of their units when it's destroyed. And there's obviously a 1 cost as well, so it actually costs you Magicka to summon it if it gets unsummoned, so it becomes quite a brick in your hand. Now, an interesting bit of lore about Vision of the 10th Eye is that it's a spell from Skyrim which is only used during a very specific quest, which is the Master Illusion Ritual quest in Skyrim, as you basically use this spell to see some items that you normally wouldn't be able to see as they kind of blend in with society, and after you find those books you return them to the Master Illusionist at the college and he gives you a Master Illusion spell as a thank you. So it's got an interesting use, but it's also not really like the most amazing bit of lore out there, to be honest. It's just a spell for one side quest. And I think now the best thing to do will be to get onto how you actually use this card. And the most common way that you can use this card is by combining the College of Winterhold with Tower Alchemist, as the College of Winterhold, when activated, will let you look at 3 random 1 cost cards or actions, and then you get to choose one to draw, and then it increases the cost of those actions by 1. And with Tower Alchemist, you could constantly use this, or if you have Cauldron Keeper as well, you can do some like long combo with this to get it to a rate where there'll be nothing that it can really give you as actual actions in the game, so it will just create Vision of the 10th Eye to give you instead. And comparing this to Ancient Giant, I would say Ancient Giant is almost always better. Even though it doesn't have an ability, it's a bit more consistent to be a much larger card to be throwing at your opponent, compared to this, which could sometimes be getting you something completely useless for your situation, or really under or overpriced for what you want. Although one thing I will have to give it, obviously, is it has a very nice piece of card art, and we always have to respect that. And the thing is, with this kind of combo that you'll be setting up, once you get to a certain rate, you'll be drawing Vision of the 10th Eye consistently turn after turn. So you're pretty much drawing a zero cost action to grab a random action. Which, I mean, obviously it's a cool effect, but it's not really that amazing. And there you have it, that's the rarest action card in Legends. I do apologise for this video and the Ancient Giant one being quite short and simple ones. I probably should have done them together. But the thing is, I've been quite constrained for time at the moment when it comes to uploads, or at least just how my weeks are laid out. So at the start of the week, I find it quite chaotic, but I do want to try and get out 3 videos a week still, just to give you stuff to watch, even if it is shorter stuff like this. But hopefully next week I'll be able to get out another Elder Scrolls lore video, or something else like that. And of course, you know, weekly content of just Legends and Gwent, even if Gwent does get pushed back a few days. But other than that, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, obviously let me know in the comments. Any other cards you want me to like examine in detail? If there are, let me know, and I'll see you next time.